Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. And today I bring you the projects that I've made for the Sweet Miss Daisy Christmas in July release that just went live on Saturday, July 5th, 2025. Hey y'all, welcome back into my craft room. I am here to share a couple products and projects from the new Sweet Miss Daisy Designs Christmas in July release. So Miss Anna and I were talking and collaborating and decided that we wanted to do For the Love of Snowmen indefinitely. So make sure you use that hashtag For the Love of Snowmen to see amazing snowman projects all year, as well as to share your amazing snowman projects all year, because we'd love to see them. And if you want to tag specifically Anna or I or anyone else on Anna's design team, or anyone else for that matter, make sure you use their name at and their name or their handle, and that will alert them that there's something for them to come and see. So with that being said, I'm going to share with you the products that she gifted to me and then the projects that I've made with them. So first we're going to start with this sweet gingerbread paper pack. Now I have used from this pack, so it's probably disorganized, and some of the, I don't think all the papers are gone, but some of them have definitely been used. So you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 12, 6 and so you can see that there's 12 different designs, 4 of each, and they are double-sided, so there's 24 sheets. So let's go ahead and take a peek. So we've got the sweet gingerbread. I love the gingerbread garland. And then there's some stars on this side that are garland as well. And then there's this fun blue zigzaggy pattern, could be like a icing or something like that, just fun zigzag. And here are the little buttons. I love those on that fun yellow background. And here's kind of a take on that zigzaggy design, only this one is kind of back and forth. Not quite a swirl, but a wiggle maybe. And then here we have the hearts and some more buttons on a fun little goldenrod gingham background. And here are some more of the stars, and again they're a garland with different shades of yellow on a blue striped background. That's very pretty. And then the yellow gingham, and then this purple swirly design is very, very pretty and one of my favorites. And this gingerbread pattern, love the gingerbreads all over the mottled brown paper, which looks like gingerbread. And then there's this sweet red gingham on the back of, I think these are little hearts, but they come together like kind of like a gingham as well. So those are very pretty. Love those. Love that whole pack. I've used several of them. And then the next paper pack is the holiday mini gingham. And if you didn't already see these on Anna's, I hope that you are enjoying seeing them. If you did see them on Anna's, I hope that you're enjoying kind of the review. But I will link to Anna's channel for her live release as well, so you can see all of the fun new products. So these are all the same pattern, just different colors. So we've got kind of a chocolate brown and a green. This kind of a more, I don't know, maybe a milk chocolate. And then the goldenrod color I mentioned earlier, and this is kind of a caramel color, and kind of a yellow ochre. And then here's a pretty blue with a red, and then another tone of blue with another tone of red. Now the blues you can see are not quite the same, nor are the reds. One of the blues is deeper, one of the reds is deeper. And here's also a green with another shade of red. So there are 3 different shades of red, and you can see that on the cover. That might show it better. 3 different shades of red, 2 yellows, 2 greens, 2 blues, 2 kind of caramelly colors, and then this darker brown. So loving those very much as well. All right, so those are the two paper pads that Anna gifted me. And then she also sent me this sweet little Santa. It's called Twinkling Lights Santa, and I love him. He has this row of Christmas lights, twinkling lights, and the sentiment: with the glow of twinkling lights, may this holiday season fill you with joy. And two snowflakes, 1, 2, 3, 4 little shine bright things to go around the lights. Shine brightly, caught up in the spirit of Christmas, and ho ho hello. And he's an absolutely adorable little Santa, and I think he's so much fun. And then she also sent me this star snow angel that is in collaboration with Serendipity Stamps, and I'm so happy to see that collaboration. And this is one of my most coveted stamps from the Serendipity line of Impression Obsession, and I was so excited to see it. And when Anna allowed me to choose, this was my first choice, of course. So love her. She's so beautiful. And it says, may the goodness and light shine upon you. May goodness and light shine upon you. Shine like the stars. I believe in you. And then, of course, this beautiful music pattern for background designs or for added interest or for however you might use it. So those are the stamp sets and the paper pads. And I will share with you my cards. So this is my first card. I love him. You can see I used the little snowflakes in the background. I used the little shiny things on the lights. And then I put some glossy accents on the light bulbs. So cute. And a little bitty pom-pom on Santa's hat. Did a little bit of ink blending around the edges with one of my inks. I think it was Gathered Twigs from Pink Fresh Studio. And then, of course, I have this pattern paper on the back that has the little hearts that kind of form a gingham pattern. And I just thought it was so cute. And then I used a little bit of the worn dots to go across the back with a piece of the ribbon, or not ribbon, the lace, the cotton lace, and a cute little rusty star. And the dies that I used to cut out my panel as well as my background paper are a stitched rectangle die set from my stash. And then I used one of the wheels, the sewing wheels that I can't access right now, but I used one of those to create the same dotted stitching around the ho ho hello. And then on the inside, with the glow of twinkling lights, may this holiday season fill you with joy. And then I used those same two pattern papers from the front, the worn dots, as well as the heart. I'm just going to call it a heart gingham, whether that was what it was intended to be or not. That's what my eye sees. But I have it on both the front, or the inside, and the back, and the handmade especially for you. Love it. Just absolutely love this Santa. This was my second Santa card. Put it on a craft base, and I used some of the background stamp from, is it Warm and Cozy? I think it is Warm and Cozy stamp set. And I used that all the way around on the inside, on the front panel, on the front of the card. And you can see I used some of the kind of the sagey green worn dots, as well as the yellow star garland pattern paper there. And I colored all the lights the same color, and I put the glossy accents on them again. And I gave Santa another pom-pom on his hat, and used my crocodile to make a couple holes and put this sweet little jute bow and this little Santa charm on a kind of rusty bronze bulb pin. And I think it's just adorable. And then, of course, this sweet little lace piece. Not lace. Why do we keep calling it lace? I guess it is a lace. A cotton lace, right? Cotton lace trim. Ooh, my brain. And then on the inside, I grunged it up with some splatters and some extra stamping and made it extra grungy, but I love it. And you can see I even smeared some of the splatters. That was intentional. I don't know if you guys will like that or not, but I thought it was kind of fun and just added to the grunge look. And then of course the same on the back where I did not smear them. I thought I would leave them alone on this side. But the handmade especially for you, and then again my name, and I think it's adorable. This stamp set is adorable. So there's that. And then I have this beautiful card with the star snow angel. Isn't she gorgeous? I put some sparkle gems for the berries in her hair and gave her a yellow star and red mittens and scarf, some kind of tealy blue little wings, and then of course I used blue for the heart. Now both of these heart dies are designed by Anna from Impression Obsession and are no longer available, but still Anna's designs. And then of course I used the blue background with the different shades of yellow star garland, and then of course another little trim here. This trim is made out of a jute-like material. And then just another strip of that same pattern paper from there, and that is from the gingerbread pattern paper pack. And I just am so happy with her. I think she's adorable. And I used a little bit of my Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed proof white ink to put the little ruff on her mittens. I thought that was cute. And then of course I did some splatter on her, and then some more stamping on the inside. It says I believe in you. Same pattern papers on the inside and the back as I used on the front. And again I used that same kind of mattress ticking stamp from the Warm and Cozy previous release. And then I have this one. If you'll remember from my video where I rebooted the hashtag for the love of snowman, I had Warm and Cozy and Charming on backgrounds that were made like this kind of quilted stripes design, if you will, and just using scraps. And I did the same thing here, and I used Anna's Believe die, again from Impression Obsession, and put a little piece of some more of that cotton lace trim. And she again has kind of greeny tealy leaves, but they're a very different greeny tealy. But I just thought they were so pretty. And then I used again the Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed proof white to put the white dots or berries in her wreath on her head. I thought she was adorable. And then I put a little bit of the Nouveau Crystal Glaze on the heart, as well as on her nose and her buttons, and some little crystal gems from this Calls for Confetti. And on the background here you can see I use the music notes that come with her stamp set, as well as one of the sentiments, may goodness and light shine upon you. And then on the inside I did not put a sentiment, but I used some more of those two stamps just to create some interest. A little bit of ink blending, a little bit of splatter, same on the back. I just love these so much. And then my last one is this one, and I just thought she was so adorable in this mauve color to go with this kind of pinky purpley swirl. And I pulled out my Distress ink pads and just kind of smushed them out on my desk and watercolored her in with those. So she has a little bit more grungy look to her with the vintage photo, and I'm just in love with it. I love the different shades of green that are in her wreath and on this little star, and then on the rickrack, and of course some more of the little lacy trims on the side. Love that. Now this star is from Anna as well, and it was from another one of her Impression Obsession die sets. And yeah, super cute. And then on the inside, I forgot to tell you, this is from which pattern paper? It's from this one in Gingerbread. And then on the inside I used the green worn dots and the same swirly from Gingerbread, and I did the same on the back, just a little different, adding some strips instead of just a solid piece, and the same handmade especially for you. And those are my makes for Sweet Miss Daisy's new release. I'm just in love with these. Can't wait to pick up the other new stamps that were released today as well. And I'm just looking forward to everything that Anna has to bring every month, month after month. I'm so glad that she's healing and recovering and seems to be doing well. And I am appreciative of all the love and prayers and stuff that have gone up for her. So I thank you guys for spending a little bit more time with me today, and I thank Anna for inviting me to collaborate with her on the hashtag for the love of snowmen, and I'll be sharing these for the love of snowmen online sooner than later, so watch out for those pictures. And until next time, y'all, this has been Nancy, the Handy Scandy, for the new Christmas in July release for Sweet Miss Daisy Designs. And until next time, mwah, and I'm out.